we will go back to our current format of door cars, and then we'll call dragsters. But for the first 2 rounds, this is how it's going to be. How are we going to keep track of it? How are the racers going to know? How are we all going to be on the same page? It's really going to be this easy. We're going to make car numbers. We'll handle all of that for you. If you're a double entry, your car number is going to start with an A or a C. If you're a single-entered door car, your car number is going to start with a B. Single-entered dragster, your car number is going to start with a D. Simple as that. We'll be able to, so you will be running totally separate in these 4 groups for the first 2 rounds. I thought about it from a racer standpoint. I bounced it off my team. And I thought about it from an operational standpoint from the tower. And it's going to be so seamless. So if you like our experience, if you like the Race It Experience tagline that we're all about, it's going to get that much better next year just with this format.
Rad torque guns are the world's most powerful and reliable torquing systems with the highest power-to-weight ratio. Rad torque guns are available pneumatic, battery, and electronic drive systems with torque ranges from 500 to 15,000 foot-pounds of torque. Rad torque guns are being used around the world by companies such as Boeing Aerospace, Caterpillar Equipment, GE Wind Towers, U.S. Military, and many more. Rad torque systems are also very involved in the drag race community, sponsoring many events as well as a large fleet of Rad-sponsored race cars. Visit radtorque.com. With a 40-year history of technological innovation and engineering, Optima batteries offer unstoppable power for extreme enthusiasts and others who require the ultimate power source. Optima batteries were the first high-performance AGM automotive batteries in existence and revolutionized the industry with their unique spiral cell technology. Look for the distinctive Optima six-pack shape and get the ultimate power source. Mullis Race Cars is back and better than ever. Since its inception, Mullis Race Cars have won countless national championships as well as Best Appearing and Best Engineered awards. Under the new ownership of Glenn Gordon, Mullis Race Cars will continue the company's long-standing commitment to excellence and attention to detail that racers have come to expect from Mullis. Same name, new look, Mullis Race Cars. Moser Engineering has been racing across 5 decades through 3 generations of racers and is proud to have been supporting sportsman ranks since the beginning. Everything we make, from axles, rear ends, suspension, and brakes, are made here in the USA with one goal in mind: so you can win. Check us out online at moserengineering.com or call and talk to our knowledgeable and friendly technicians at 260-726-6689. The best quality and the best support. Only Moser Engineering. True story.
Getting ready to roll into the quarterfinals. Down to 5 drivers that remain. And again, here at the Spring and Fall Fling, for those who may be a little bit new to this, I know that most folks are not, but those who may be a little bit new to this, each time we come back, the ladder is based on the performance from the previous round. So it's not like once the ladder is set, then we just race it through that way. The ladder gets reset. It's based on the performance from the previous round. That's why those reaction times certainly mattered for each and every one of the drivers. And I'm sure, as you can guess, with that 001 reaction time in the last round, Baker will have the bye coming into the round of 5. The other 2 pair will look like this. York with lane choice over Sarah. So Jesse versus Jeff, and then Scott Albrecht with lane choice over Donovan Williams. So again, it's going to be Baker on the bye run, Jesse York, lane choice over Jeff Sarah, and Scott Albrecht with lane choice over Donovan Williams. When we start bringing back our 5 that are left. Very quickly, and I mean quickly, zeroing in on the end. Again, it is a Jegs $25,000 to win Saturday. A huge shout out, big thank you to Rad Torque Systems for their sponsorship of this year's Fall Fling here at Bristol Dragway, presented by Optima Batteries. Certainly appreciate all that they've done to help keep these events rolling. We had the Mullis Race Cars Racer Appreciation Party last night. Thank you to Mullis Race Cars. Of course, thank you to American and Race Tech for the shootout. Thank you to Race Tech for the raffle. Thank you so much for everybody and all that you do. Rob's Automotive, appreciate kind of the help on Tuesday with the test and tune, and I mean just all of the round sponsors. You guys are certainly what makes it possible to have these races. We've got 5 left racers. Again, we just went through the ladder. Baker's on the bye. York lane choice over Sarah. Albrecht lane choice over Williams. Let's go ahead and get those cars headed this way, please, if you would. We would certainly appreciate that. So we'll take our 5 drivers back to the staging lanes. Again, big thanks to the folks at Stainless Works for a round number 1 sponsorship, giving away those set of dragster headers to the best losing packages there. Biondo Racing Products, round number 2 sponsors, giving away the Dash 5 Sparco fire suits. Goodyear for the tires that they were giving out for round number 3. FTI Performance for the race converters in round number 4. Hoosier Tire, another set of tires in round number 5. Autometer, the $500 gift certificates in round number 6. And, of course, Mickey Thompson for the tires they were given away in round number 7. Again, we've got kind of the treasure chest, the Todd Barton Best Appearing Car Award. K&N, we've been giving away filters and all kinds of great stuff throughout the event. Page Pro Products, ATI Performance Products, Crew Chief Pro, Strange Engineering, Impact, Computech, Drag Race Solutions, Jones Transmission Coolers, Mazir Enterprises, Rigiels for the scoops. I know we gave away some K&N scoops as well. Lindsay Racing Products, the Bounty Award on Thursday. We appreciate that. Alta Lab for the weather stations that went out. Ultronics, we appreciate that. FST Carburetor on that Dead On Dialer Award. Todd's, of course, for the MVP, that Todd's Extreme Paint. And Impact for the helmet. Just so many folks that were out there. And, of course, each of our day sponsors. FST Carburetor sponsoring that $15,000 to win Wednesday. Moser Engineering for the $25,000 to win Thursday. ATI Performance Products for the $100,000 main event Friday. And then Jegs for the final day, that $25,000 to win check that is yet to be claimed. We've seen some amazing racing. We've seen some unbelievable laps that have gone down this racetrack. We've seen some folks go out and pull a rabbit out of their hat when they need it. Guys like Jeff Serra, I don't know how many rabbits he continues to have in his hat, but every time he dips in there, there's a new one. But he's got 4 other drivers in this field left with him that are all about to essentially swing at each other like they've never swung at anybody before. It's going to be pretty exciting. So with 5 left coming back, we're going to get them headed this way. And for those of you that have been watching along, it is not over yet. We've still got 3 rounds to run. We'll bring back 5, then we'll bring back 3, then we'll bring back the last 2, and we will put the 2021 Rad Torque Systems Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries into the books here at Bristol Dragway. Again, before we get too far into it, I am going to give my tip of the cap, as everybody else already has, to the track crew here at Bristol Dragway. They were the first ones to host a fling, and my oh my, do they continue to impress. Out here before the sun comes up, making sure the track's ready to go, out here well after everybody else has packed up and gone to bed, making sure that the track's ready for the next day. These guys have earned a long overdue amount of time off, because I know they had a race here last weekend, stuck through, got this weekend done. It's like pretty much as soon as the race let out from last weekend, folks started loading in for the next one. But they'd certainly set the bar for tracks across the country of how do you make a racetrack as perfect as it can be. They know how to do it here. So for Jack and his entire crew, we thank you for what you're doing. I know Cowboy still sitting back there, and the entire staging lane crew, those guys keeping things organized, helping everybody out, making sure people get into the right places as they roll into the staging lanes. Those guys do just a job that it's difficult. It's not easy. You may think that you're just standing back there pointing your fingers at cars, but that's not exactly what it is. I mean, you got cars rolling up, you're trying to find out, do they want left lane, do they want right lane, making sure that everybody stays paired up, making sure it's not easy to herd cats, and they somehow seem to do it all day long. I mean, when you've got as many cars on property as we have, the days get very long out there, and those guys are second to none. So I mean, tip of the cap to the staging lane crews, of course, everybody from time slips, of course, our fire and safety team at the top end of the racetrack. Those guys and gals have been, if there are, I'm not sure who's necessarily up there, but all I know is every time they were needed, that truck was moving and moving in a hurry. So we appreciate what you guys do. Thank you so much for everything up there at the top end of the racetrack. It's amazing. And for the racers, I'll just keep saying it. You guys are top of your game. Every single person that rolls out here, absolutely top of the field. Just what we've seen go down this racetrack, what racers have been able to do on the starting line, at the finish line. The show is the most entertaining bracket racing out there on the planet. And it's not because of anything that's happening with the crew or with anybody. It's because you guys are out here doing what you do so good. And that's exactly what makes it happen. I mean, it's been 5 days of racing out here between Tuesday at Test and Tune through 4 full days of racing. It's going to come to a close. But it wouldn't be anywhere near what it is without the racers, the crew, everybody. So when we have that racer appreciation party, that's exactly what it is. It is racer appreciation. And again, it's not just for the guy behind the wheel. It's for the guy turning the wrenches. It's for, you know, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, cats, dogs, nieces, nephews, grandmas, grandpas, whoever it is that showed up out here. We appreciate you being here. So thank you very much. Second to none. I believe we've got a good selection of cars back in the staging lanes. Also, racers, just a reminder, and we've said it before, we'll say it a couple more times here. Remember that as your day comes to a close, before if you're going to be pulling up stakes and taking your circus on the road somewhere else, whether it be headed back home or whether it be headed to the next racetrack, make sure that you get up here back to the Diva desk, the Diva den that's back there. Get yourself squared up on your tab. Make sure that we've got you taken care of before you disappear. And before I wrap this one up, we have said thank you to everybody that's on property, with the exception of a couple of people. And the couple of people are Mark and Joanne. Motormania TV, I get to watch a lot of live feeds. I get to watch a lot of programs. There are a lot of very, very good teams out there. There's a lot of great folks that put their heart and soul into this. And you guys, blood, sweat, tears, laughter, joy, happiness, you guys are leading the way. You are like, what do we want to call it? Like bleeding edge of bringing new technology, new fun, new things to the game. And the amount of people that continue to watch your program proves exactly just how good you are. I mean, Mark, your dedication standing down there, and I don't know how you guys flip the coin. And I know exactly how it is because I'm a married man too. But Mark, you're down there on that tower swinging the camera back and forth over and over and over again. Joanne sitting up there kind of secluded in the control room atop the hill. You got a great view from up there, if you could only see it, because you're sitting in the back there behind those monitors. But it is amazing. Motormania TV, you guys are top of your game. It's no wonder that folks like Jags and Mickey Thompson want to jump behind you and sponsor what you do to keep you on air, because everybody that watches these things appreciates how hard you work. So thank you, Mark. Thank you, Joanne. We wouldn't be able to do what we do and share it with the world if you weren't up there doing what you do. So we appreciate it. So with 5 left, I know they're back there having conversations, and I know it's not about, hey, where are we going to go for dinner? They're talking about chopping up some money. And apparently the conversations is done. Youth Rock, the voice is hanging up okay, or holding up okay. I'm going to make one thing very, very clear. I appreciate the kind words, but the work that goes into making this fling happen, that work, there are so many families, so many groups that are part of this. Peter and Emily. You got Lela, you got Marco. That group works very, very hard to get everything done here, but it is Peter and Emily that are really kind of carrying the weight here. They've got a great group around them. You got the Fletcher family who's helping, like multiple Fletcher families who are helping. You got the Butkowitz family who's out here helping. Donnie's out here helping. Dylan's the guy kind of putting up all of the posts. You got Queen Jaylene up here running the clocks. JJ was in here helping out. It's something that they do. I can take absolutely zero amount of credit for that. I thank you, Youth Rock, but this is just not me. All of that credit goes to them. I'm just the guy that's lucky enough to fly in here, sit down, grab the mic, get a surprise partner as good as Steve Riggins has been, and really just be able to have a little bit of fun. We're down to 5. And our first pair is Jeff, Sarah, and Jeremy York. Sarah on the left side, Jeremy York on the right side. Selma, Indiana versus Adonistown, Pennsylvania. Maybe it's Adonistown, but Jeff, Sarah, let's just face it, the man is an Adonis in the world of drag racing. 462, the dial-in on the left side for Sarah. 450, the dial-in on the right side for York. 1200 the difference. Sarah's going to be getting the head start. Away we go, and swing. Both drivers hit each other with a right hook on the starting line, and Jeff Sarah does it again. 001. Get 10 thou at the stripe. to be one above. 463 on the 462. Jeff Sarah is 11 total. Jeremy York, 005 and 16 thou above to be 21 total. Jeff Sarah is headed to the round of 3, carrying a 001 reaction time. Are you kidding me? That's true. We just had one. Just had one. Nope. Here we go. This is the race for the bike. Well, kinda. We'll have to see. Donovan Williams, Scott Albrecht. Yeah, you're right. No, actually, looking back at this, yeah, you're right. So Williams dialed in at 461. Scott Albrecht dialed in at 590. The like lone door car that's out there. We stay green. Albrecht is in a world of hurt. 29,000 the difference between the two at the reaction time, and Donovan Williams. 002 dead on 9, also 11 total. So what, Sarah was 11 total? Donovan Williams is 11 total and was 002. Scott Albrecht, unfortunately, coming up a little bit short. Gave up 29 thou at this end of the racetrack, and Donovan Williams made him pay for it as Josh Baker rolls up here on the bye. And he is 004. He's going to click it off early, runs 491 on a 466. Yeah.
Jags.
Rad torque guns are the world's most powerful and reliable torquing systems with the highest power-to-weight ratio. Rad torque guns are available in pneumatic, battery, and electronic drive systems with torque ranges from 500 to 15,000 foot-pounds of torque. Rad torque guns are being used around the world by companies such as Boeing Aerospace, Caterpillar Equipment, GE Wind Towers, the U.S. military, and many, many more. Rad torque systems are also very involved in the drag racing community, sponsoring many events, as well as a large fleet of Rad-sponsored race cars. For more information, visit radtorque.com.
Jeremy Hancock left lane, Steve Witherow in the right. Perfect reaction for Witherow. Can he light it up dead zero? Oh, there it is. Holy cow. Steve Witherow has just made a perfect run. 000, dead zero for Steve Witherow. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know what to do right now, Nate. That could be a $50,000 run. Steve Witherow has got to be feeling unbelievable right now. Wow, 000, dead zero for Steve Witherow. It can be done, and it was done. Now, will he be the only one? That's the question.
So just 3 left. I know we still got just over about 1,000 people watching here on a Jegs $25,000 to win Saturday. My partner in crime has made his way back in here to the booth, Steve Riggins. You know, as we were waiting on the last racers to roll in here, we're talking about, you know, how much we appreciate being part of this whole program. And Steve, I will kind of get into this, and I want to say it, how much I appreciate you being here. I mean, you know, it was kind of a last-minute deal. Brian Loans was going to be here, and with everything that he's got going on and kind of the world of Fox and the world of NHRA, and he's just got so many commitments and so many things that it absolutely broke his heart that he couldn't be here. I know he wanted to be here really, really bad. We had a great time working together in Vegas at the Million, and he was really looking forward to this. I know that he wanted to be a part of this, but, you know, unfortunately, real life, the real world, that real job thing kind of comes into play. And he unfortunately kind of got stuck with that very last minute. And I know Peter had started calling around, started trying to see if there were some folks that were available. And I think when he reached out to Jed, Jed tossed your name out there and said, you know what, this is my guy. And I know that you've been here before. You do the World Foot Brake Challenge. You do a lot of things. So the idea of big buck bracket racing, the whole idea of this is nothing new to you. It's something that you've been able to do before, and it's something that you were definitely well prepared to do. And I know that the fling was something that you were kind of looking forward to being able to do, and I don't know kind of what was going through your mind, but when you got the phone call like, hey, do you want to go work a fling? You're like, yeah, you know, that would be really fun. Can you be here tomorrow or tonight? I mean, it was kind of like, wait, what? But I'll tell you what, I know that you jumped in the car. You took the, what'd you say, it was a 9-hour drive to get here, about 8-hour drive to get here. And as soon as you stepped foot in the door, had a quick conversation with Pete, you popped in here on the microphone and took off like you had been sitting here for the last 10 years. I am amazed, impressed, honored to get the opportunity to work with you. You know, I've listened to you at the World Foot Brake Challenge when I'd get the chance to, and I think you're a fantastic announcer. I think you bring a lot of spirit. You got some incredible knowledge. I think you're just one of the best out there. And there's a lot of announcers out here in the world. There's a lot of folks that have their own style and talent, and you are entertaining, educational, and it's just fun to work with you, man. So thank you very much for making that last-minute decision, making that last-minute sacrifice to come out here and sit in with a hack like me. I appreciate that, and I look forward to working with you whenever and wherever the opportunity arises again. So thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, I'll say it one more time. Thank you.
No, thank you, Nate. I appreciate it so much. It's I'll be honest, it was not a it was kind of it was kind of catnapping, honestly, just between watching TV or whatever, fall asleep, the phone rings in my ear and it's Jared Pennington, and I thought, man, it's awful late to get a phone call from Jared. I hope everything's okay, you know. And that's kind of the first initial conversation we had. And then he told me, hey, they're kind of looking for somebody, and that's why I said, when do they need me there? He's like, bud, tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow? Like, it's really close to tomorrow. Like, right now, I'm sitting there watching the fling. I'm listening to you guys, and next thing I know, I'm coming here. But honestly, I love this place. It's I've had the utmost respect from the outside looking in for the fling and for Peter and Kyle, and obviously have followed it for years. And this was definitely one of those things I said, man, I'd love to one day, you know, just love to get to that point of where I'd have a chance to just come and race this thing, and maybe just to get set in here and just be a little part of it. And so to get this opportunity to work with you the last few days has been tremendous. Like I said, I've listened to you over and over and over again. And it's funny because I had an idea of what it would be like, and I will tell you, you totally blew me away with how rounded you are. Like, I expected this guy, I thought this is going to be this astute dude that I'm going to sit next to all day. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work, but you have made it so fun. You have you've been relaxed, you've been laid back, you just roll with it, and it's one of those things, you either can roll with somebody or you can't. And honestly, you put me at ease from the get-go. I was able to come in and go, hey, this will work with him, and Peter and Emily, everybody's been just so kind to me to give me this opportunity. And it's just one of those things, no matter what happens going forward, I'll be forever thankful for this opportunity, because it took a lot of things. I was supposed to be racing this weekend, and that didn't happen. I got asked to announce another race. I didn't do that because the weather wasn't looking great at home. So everything had to fall into place for me to be able to be here. And I know that God works in mysterious ways, and so I was meant to be able to be here this week, and I'm thankful beyond belief for the opportunity. It has been a joy, a dream of my life to do it. And to share it with you has been just a huge bonus. So thank you so much for welcoming me with open arms and an open mic and an empty seat and all the food that we could ever have imagined eating this week.
Yeah. Look, man, I'm telling you, it has been my pleasure. It's been so much fun. And like I said, I mean, you jumped in here serious as all get out. You are part of the family. And appreciate you being here. Just like Loans is part of the family. Eames is part of the family. You know, Jed was part of the family. It still is.
Yep.
You know, anytime that he walks in the door, he knows he can pick up that mic. JJ, it's just great to be able to spend time with you guys, and you know, it's always fun. It's always fun. So thank you for coming in here and letting your personality flow, because that so added to this whole ambiance. It's just a ball watching you and listening to you and working with you. So thank you. I think we've just about got the 3 back there. I hope we've just got the 3 back there, and that the conversations have been had. So that should be a good thing.
Yeah, this is going to be a brawl. I mean, you look at these 3 drivers left, and you think, if I had to sit back and pick one, I'm out. I don't want to. I wouldn't even want to stake anything in it, because they're just tremendous talent to get this far, and beyond that, I mean, it's the numbers they're laying down right now is just unbelievable. It's not just, hey, these guys are good. These guys are great. You know.
I know.
It's unreal. You just know at any time they can go low 00 and dead on, and it's just going to be, hey, close your eyes and somebody's scoreboard is going to light up, because it's just too hard to pick. So I'm excited to watch it. Excited to watch a semifinal, and excited to hear you call another 25.
We're going to do it together.
Final. Oh, we're going to do it together.
We're going to do it together.
That's even better.
We're going to run the final, and then we're going to do something else just because we have to.
Oh, okay.
So I do have one last thing, and I think you're in the same boat. I know all of us are in the same boat. You know, Bill Dempsey mentioned when he was down there getting the Kyle Seipel Never Give Up Award. You know, he kind of said, hey, I appreciate my wife letting me come out here and do this. I think we've all got families. We've all got, you know, those that depend on us back home, and those that, you know, they want to spend time with us just the same as we want to spend time with them. But I know my wife and son are watching right now. I think they're sitting down at the dinner table having dinner, but I think they've got it kind of up and are watching along. And so Alicia and Carter, thank you for letting me come out here and do this. I appreciate the fact that you guys keep things running at home. And Carter, thank you for being the man of the house while I'm not at home. And Alicia, thank you for letting me come out here to do this, because you know how much I love it. You know, we actually met at a racetrack.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of how it all came together. I was working at the drag strip. She was over there every once in a while, and then a guy named Chris Blair somehow, some way convinced me to go over and start announcing short track racing. Like, I'd never done short track before. I've been a drag race guy from the time I was 8 years old, and essentially he said, hey, why don't you come over here and start announcing at the bull ring? And I'm like, I don't know anything about that, right? It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And because he said, listen, you got to come over here and do this. I'm like, well, you know, we'll see. But I ended up over there. That's where I met her. And from there, it just kind of went. So another, like, dream come true in the world of racing.
Yep, that's awesome. But you're right. It takes a support system behind you to be able to do that and allow you to feel free to be able to do that. And so that makes it nice. We're being messed with. Oh, boy.
You know, last night we were being harassed for kind of, you know, going off the deep end on a few things, and now we're being texted messages of, like, SpongeBob SquarePants and that creepy starfish dude.
Patrick.
Is it Patrick?
It's Patrick, yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know my son's a big fan of that, but his name's Patrick. I didn't know his name.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Right.
Yeah, it's pitiful. Yeah, it's pitiful. Sorry, I had to get one in. I don't have that Nate Hershey voice. So I can.
Hey, look.
Patrick.
I did talk about it before, and I will talk about it again because I don't know if they were paying attention. We talked about all the sponsors, but the buy runs, the round prizes, all of that kind of stuff, without the folks that are right back here, if you look up in the tower, Queen Jaylene, Lella, and Marco, they are, like, keeping track of all of that stuff. And, I mean, well, maybe not Marco so much. Marco's more running back and forth, kind of.
Hey!
You know,
Marco brought us food and drinks. He's taking great care of us. He's my MVP.
Did you just say Marco was your butler? What? Come on, man.
Look at that. He's out of here. He's like, no.
He's like, dude, I'm done.
I'm done.
How dare you?
You have to think they've kind of been tasked with keeping us straight. Like
that
is
the staging lanes were back there herding cats, and these folks up here were trying to, tend to the insane asylum.
Absolutely.
No, but they are the ones that they're the ones that really kind of kept the show on the rails, and they were the ones that knew who was supposed to be getting a bye, who was getting the, best losing packages. Without them feeding us all of that, heck if we'd know.
Yeah, you can lose a whole lot of time trying to figure that out yourself and go, hey, what can we do with that? And so, yeah, it's for sure definitely the glue to hold it all together, and not to mention the fact they've made it really fun as well. So it's until the SpongeBob stuff.
Well, see, so apparently we're right. Even my son said Patrick is a little creepy.
Yeah.
So my 9-year-old voted too. I said Patrick's creepy.
Not wrong. Oh yeah, don't send that. We're good. Man, you can tell it's getting late.
It is getting late, but it's certainly not getting any less exciting.
No.
The 3 that are coming back is going to be just something to behold.
Uh-oh. You hear him? It's about to happen.
It's a beautiful sound.
It really is. But you got to think about Josh Baker and Jeff Serra. Neither one of them are wanting to race the other right now. I mean, you can't, not that you ever really get totally excited, go, hey, I've got that guy. But I don't think either one of them are going, all right, I'm going to roll up here against Jeff Serra. I'm going to roll up against Josh Baker. Man, there is no shame, no slack in either one of their game. So here we go. We're going to see who's going to come back and face Donovan Williams. Jegs 25K Saturday. So Josh Baker out of the Bluegrass State of Kentucky. 467 left side. Jeff Serra out of everywhere. Everywhere there's a winner's circle, he's from there lately. And he's continued that trend down here as he's been making some great runs. Ran into some buzzsaws at times, but here he is, find his way to a semifinal. He's going to be down 462 over here on the right side. And this promises to be unreal. You got Donovan sitting back here, maybe waiting to see who wins to pick his lane. Who knows? But either way, again, if you're sitting here on the bye run, you're thinking, I get to face one of these two cats. Here we go. We're pre-staged. In goes Serra. Baker, flicker, and we're in. Jeff is 20. Josh Baker kicks it 8 thou red, goes 18 thou under. Jeff Serra, look at that, 454 at 152. So 700s under. And, man, Jeff Serra can go 20.
Where does he keep getting all these rabbits, man?
I don't know. I mean, he hasn't went 22 awful many times, and here he does. And what happens? He gets away with it.
You're right. I mean, you're talking about Jeff Serra and what he does. When he is 20 on the tree, a lot of people out there being like, man, I 20, hey, all right. I mean, not here, but at this point, 20 is where you would have to take advantage of the only weakness that he shows.
That's right. Yeah, he's 20, he's holding. He's got to get rid of it. So at that point, if you're behind on the tree, it makes getting rid of it really a lot more difficult.
My goodness. All right. So Donovan Williams now, the question is, does he show off? Does he just hit the tree to try and get a lane choice and then kind of click it off early, which I think that's probably what's going to happen here.
Yep.
I certainly don't see him going up and just putzing out of the beams.
No, especially after he just watched Jeff Serra kind of show his hand.
No, I know.
So.
Knowing that Jeff Serra is 20.
Yep.
If he knows that.
And 7 under.
Yeah.
He saw that. You know he did.
You know he saw the 7 under part.
He knows it anyway. I don't think it's any secret.
He's going to get lane choice.
Yep. And he shuts her off.
Yep. So he's going to get lane choice by way of the 14th hour reaction time. Sarah was 20. Donovan was 14. The 2 finalists of the 2021 Rad Torque Systems Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries are decided.
Yep. A big money race comes down to a Williams and a Sarah.
Trusted by all since 1960.
Jags.
We are proud to be out here, enjoying the weather, enjoying each other's company, and enjoying yet another stop on the Spring Fling, Fall Fling, and now Summer Fling Tour. And as most of you know, we recently lost Kyle. It's a big loss to the family. It's a big loss to all of our hearts, and it's something that hurts real bad.
Kyle is watching from up above, and we're going to make him proud today. You guys drive your best. With that said, I want to thank you racers from the bottom of my heart, and if Kyle was here, he'd say the same thing. We couldn't do it without you guys, and you guys look like you're having a great time, and that's what it's all about. But let's put our game faces on and turn on some win lights.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. And for Kyle Seifel, let's go racing.
Trusted by all since 1960.
Jags.
When the trash talk stops. When it's time to put up or shut up. When your money is in his pocket. When there are no more grudges to settle. bragging rights earned. Daddy Dave depends on Mickey Thompson tires for his truck, too. Every run, every mile, Mickey Thompson tires.
Rad torque guns are the world's most powerful and reliable torquing systems with the highest power-to-weight ratio. Rad torque guns are available in pneumatic, battery, and electronic drive systems with torque ranges from 500 to 15,000 foot-pounds of torque. Rad torque guns are being used around the world by companies such as Boeing Aerospace, Caterpillar Equipment, GE Wind Towers, the U.S. military, and many, many more. Rad torque systems are also very involved in the drag racing community, sponsoring many events, as well as a large fleet of Rad-sponsored race cars. For more information, visit radtorque.com.
Well, racers, we are getting pretty close to wrapping things up here. And since we are getting pretty close to wrapping things up here, hey, just a reminder, if you have not yet stopped by the Diva Den to close out your tab, we would love to make sure that we get that all taken care of. So again, if you've not yet stopped by, please make sure that you are there. Make sure that you get back there, get it closed out, get it taken care of. We would certainly appreciate that. I mean, it saves us a whole lot of time and effort of trying to get a hold of people after the fact, and it's just something that helps us out, helps you out, and we'll get that done. So remember, get back there by the Diva Den, get your tabs closed out. Make sure that that's done before you head off to wherever your next stop may be. But we've got one pair left in the 2021 Rad Torque Systems Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries. We want to get all those tabs closed out so that everybody is ready to hit the road and go off to wherever you will go. I'll be interested to see what they choose, like as far as lane choice and all of that kind of stuff. But again, the Fall Fling here at Bristol Dragway in no way whatsoever has disappointed at all. And I do have one special request, real quick, from my son Carter.
Hi, Carter. That's his request for me to say hi to him.
See, there it is. Carter, how about this? I know you're listening in. Your request was to have Emily say hello to you. How about this?
Hello, Carter.
Oh, see, there you go.
And Alicia.
And Alicia. Everybody's out there listening. But Carter said that, he goes, Mommy told me that you were saying Jegs like the commercial all day, so say it again so I can hear it. It is the Jegs $25,000 to win Saturday, so we'll try it one more time. Carter, this one's for you. Jegs.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right. I'm being sequestered by Emily, so hang on one second. Yeah, Jack just popped his head in here and kind of reminded me of a couple of really cool things that we were able to see as we did go through kind of the day. Kind of the week, actually. I mean, talking about, we've had folks from all over the country that have been listening in and watching along on the Motormania live TV feed. It was truly an international affair this week. As I'm sure there were other countries that actually did check in and watch, but they didn't let us know they were out there. But we had, of course, all over the USA, Canada, Mexico. I think I saw an Argentina, a Brazil. We had Sweden and Russia that all at some point during the event had checked in online to say that they were watching. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, Donovan Williams with lane choice over Jeff Serra. We are ready for you. And I think not only are we ready for you, we have both of you back in the staging lanes. So Peter Biondo has gone out there. I think I may even pop out there real quick just to listen in real fast, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go be a fly on the wall. They are done. So as they are getting in the cars, I'll shoot out one last thank you to all of you who are watching on the live feed in the chat bleachers. For Steve and myself, we sure appreciate kind of the interaction with you guys. We appreciate the opportunity to call the race for you. We appreciate the opportunity to kind of tell you a little bit about what's going on here, and we appreciate your feedback and your input and all of that good stuff as well. It was really cool, and I mean really cool, to be able to do that with you guys. And you know, kind of one of the other things, we had the drawing the other night at the barbecue for like the Dead on Dialer Awards, as well as the Dragster, and it was pretty awesome. I mean, I think Matt Dattis ended up getting the weather station. Mia Price ended up getting the carburetor. Jeff Rigney ended up getting the headers. And I have to go back and check because the Dragster went home as well, and it was just really cool. I mean, it was really fun. And again, if you wanted to see that drawing, it was done Facebook Live. You can go to the Spring Fling Facebook page. Of course, you are going to want to kind of get on there and like that page. It's something that was really awesome. But it was done live, and that's one way to do it. Thank you, Mopar Man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And now the time is here.
All
the
right.
final two.
That's right. This is it for us.
You ready?
We are. Let's do this. Rolling them around. Right side. Jeff. Oh, this is interesting. Look at these dial-ins. Jeff Serra, right side, out of Pennsylvania. 462 the dial, my side.
Donovan Williams out of Bradenton, Florida. The Phantom Belt car lining up on the left. 462 the dial. We're going to race them heads up in the final round. I love it.
And I'm not 100% sure, but didn't we just watch Jeff Serra go about, I don't know, a tenth faster than this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he can go anything he wants to go.
Don't tell secrets.
Yeah, so that's a worst kept secret in drag racing.
So it is about to be game on. The 2021 Rad Torque Systems Fall Fling, presented by Optima Batteries, comes down to one final pair. Donovan Williams and Jeff Serra have fought their way through a field of monsters, through a sea of dragons, to get to this point. $25,000 worth of Jegs money hangs in the balance. The pre-stage bulbs are lit.
Before they get him staged up, I got to give a shout-out. Mason Dysinger, a.k.a. Pork Chop, watching with his dad. Want me to give him a shout-out, so hey, Mason.
So as Donovan Williams, first one to light up that pre-stage bulb, starts the timer. Jeff Serra is in, tree drops, and here we go.
And Serra has 200s in his pocket. He is 13, take 11, goes 463.2 on the 462. Donovan, 33 at the hit, puts it dead 3. But you can't give Jeff Serra 2 thou, let alone 200s.
Nope, it comes down to a hole shot. Jeff Serra, 463 on the 462. He's one above after a 13 thou reaction time. Gets there first by 11 thou. Donovan Williams, 33 green, dead on 3. And by way of the hole shot in the final round, Jeff Serra picks up the last check of the event. That brings us to the end. Bittersweet as it may be, the 2021 Rad Torque Systems Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries is in the books. All of the winners. Howard Westbury picking up the win in the FST carburetors Wednesday for $15,000. Garrett Griffith picking up the win on Thursday, Mosier Engineering for $25,000. Kyle Cotrera picking up the big money last night in the dragster for the ATI Performance Products, $100,000. And now tonight, Jeff Serra, just like he did in Ohio at the inaugural Summer Fling, racing himself in the finals. And just like he did a couple of weeks later, for $175,000, now adds another $25,000 payday to his repertoire of what has been an ungodly second half of the year. The man will go down in history.
Trusted by all since 1960. Jags.
We are here live in the winner's circle on the final night of the 2021 Fall Fling, presented by Optima Batteries, Rad Torque Systems, and oh my goodness, the man who is unstoppable in the sport of drag racing right now today, Jeff Serra, has found his way to yet another payday. I do not believe that there is a winner's circle in the country that Jeff Serra doesn't know how to find his way to. These last several months for you have been unbelievable. I mean, we'll just talk about what's happened specifically at the Fling. You raced yourself in the final in Ohio, turned around a couple of weeks later, picked up another $175,000 win. Now you're here on a $25,000 day. Jeff, I don't think there's a chink in your armor. You are an amazing driver, man. What do you think about today?
You said it all. You really did. I mean, I'm not going to be able to beat Kyle's interview from last night, so let's just lower expectations, like way down. It was great. Things fell together. I felt like I got the buy run at the right time, and then was fortunate to have a red light. And I knew Donovan was going to be tough. We both kind of missed the tree. I made it work. It's incredible. I try not to think about it and get caught up because I don't want it to end. You know, so people come up to me and they're like, "You're doing so great." I'm like, "Well, thanks, but you know, no thanks." Like I don't want to like seem rude, but like it's freaking me out. So I just try to not talk about it. So. So, I don't know. I got to thank my car owner, Steve. He's here. FTI, Mickey Thompson, Big Blocks, Troy, Gary. Go Dogs, 37-0. That was a big day. Berserker Award.
Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles. Jags. Brett Nesbitt. We forgot him last time. Adrian and Brianna, I think they're watching. I hope they're watching. It's school night, though. They might be sleeping. I don't know.
I don't know who, if you're a Jeff Serra fan, and there are a lot of Jeff Serra fans. There are a lot of Jeff Serra fans out in the world. Everybody was watching this thing, man. I mean, the show that you put on was spectacular. And I mean, you just look at the support system that you got here. I'm actually kind of in awe. I mean, you're just one of the most mellow guys that's out there. And yet you are so brutal on the racetrack. It's amazing. You let nobody get away with anything. Your ability to know your position on the racetrack, it just amazes all of us, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, how about this? He's a man of few words, but holy cow, can he throw down on the racetrack. You're a $25,000 champion here on a Jeg Saturday. Make some noise for Jeff Serra. Come on. Good job, man. Hey, Motor Maniacs, that's it. That's a wrap. We're done. Where's Steve? Where'd Steve go? Hang on. Here he is. All right, I want to make sure he gets in here, too, before we wrap this thing up tonight. So my partner in crime here this weekend, Steve Riggins, we have had a ball calling the races for you guys out there in Motormania TV land. And, Steve, thank you so much for being here, dude.
Hey, thank you so much. Wonderful opportunity. Had a blast.
Well, all right, that's it. We'll see you next time. The next one's going to be in Vegas, but for Motormania TV. Oh, hang on. We got one more. Surprise. Hold on. We're not done yet. We'll be back. right, we are down here once again in the winner's circle with the runner-up on the Jegs $25,000 to win Saturday. Donovan Williams, man, you put on a great show today. Just that one last win light, but man, what you were able to do today, I mean, just the entire weekend, you were spectacular. Tell me a little bit about your day. Rolling up here into the final, it had to be a good feeling knowing that you were headed in to the last pair of the race.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really hitting the tree better than I have recently this past week, and I got really confident and comfortable where I was, and I kind of just left the box alone all day, but I was moving around, but I would have a really low double O and then a teen or a 10, so I couldn't really pull it out. And right there, I figured I missed it a little bit, but I had been so good all day, I just let it go. And when we left, I knew I didn't have a good chance.
Yeah, sometimes you know those things. Sometimes, you know, it's, and for guys like you that are so skilled at what you do, when a moment like that happens, what do you think? What do you do?
Well, when you got a guy like Jeff Serra in the other lane that's 4 days out in front of you, there's not really much you can do. Just stay dedicated and try to put it as close to your dial as you can. I lit it up, I believe, dead 3, and I mean, I can't do much better than that when he's 11 in front of me still, so just had to have a better light. That's it.
Well, you know what? That wasn't to be tonight, but I know that very soon in the future it's going to be, and it's already been. I mean, you come from essentially drag racing royalty. You know, the Williams family name is something that's known throughout the country. And when you stepped into the seat, you had some big shoes to fill. You jumped in and did that right away. I mean, your driving has been impressive from day number 1. Thanks for being out here, man. This was really cool. And I mean, look at all these people that are here supporting you. You've got a bright future ahead of you. There is no doubt.
Yes, sir. I just got to thank everyone that helps me and gives me this opportunity. Troy, obviously, FTI on site, Overkill Motorsports, Mickey Thompson, Quick Fuel, Nesbitt. Everybody just gives me this opportunity, and I'm trying to capitalize on it.
Well, you certainly are doing that. It's no surprise, the success you've seen. He is your runner-up tonight at the Jegs at $25,000 to win Saturday. Mr. Donovan Williams, congratulations, sir. Let's hear it for him. All right, so with that, we will go ahead and call it a wrap. Motor Maniacs, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a great time. We'll see you very, very soon at the next one. Of course, the next fling, going to be in Vegas. We'll see you there back at my home track. And otherwise, everybody be safe. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Jegs.
And that's a wrap. It echoed forever. I thought I clicked that, but apparently I didn't. Okay. Congratulations, Jeff Serra, again with the win. As everyone has said again and again, that's you know, it's not a surprise, is it, that he took at least one this week. Donovan Williams, I never seen him before, but I guess he's one of the younger Williams out of the FTI camp, and I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of him in the future. Last night, okay, this was the Jegs 25K that Jeff took, but last night, Kyle Coltrera took the ATI 100K, and John Labuse won the Brodix Best Package Runoff. He won the heads from Brodix. I'm just working backwards. Mosier 25K was Garrett Griffith. I've seen him in the winner's circle more than once. Howard Westbury took the FST 15K, And the two winners in the American Race Tech 32 car shootout was Timmy Markaglu with first choice, and Robert Domino Jr. Got the second choice. Okay, I'm done. Thank you to Jegs and Mickey Thompson for bringing us in and keeping our production of the Fling free to the viewer. That's important. Yeah. Okay, what else? Yes, when we leave here, we are going to Mason-Dixon for the Mutt and Jeff Fall Brawl, and Tony will be at VMP next weekend with the VMP Triple Threat Bracket Race. Y'all say goodbye to each other, and we will see you soon. Bye.